and welcome to the third in our series of video tutorials introducing the new Pilot International website. In this video, we're going to explore the I'm a Pilot section of the website. Accessible from the main home page here, from the upper navigation section as we discussed in the previous video. As a member of Pilot International, you come to the website not only for the general kinds of information about Pilot that we discussed in the previous video, but also for specific resources, including manuals, promotional materials, and different types of operational documents that you need for your club. Our previous website's main function was to serve as a library for these types of documents. The new website does that and much, much more. Here on the I'm a Pilot page, you have direct access to any type of information you come to the website to find. As mentioned in the previous video, the I'm a Pilot page is really the home page for Pilot members. In fact, we would encourage you to bookmark this page in addition to the main home page, as you will visit most of them often. Now that we've made our way to the I'm a Pilot page, let's take a look at everything that's available to us here. There are a couple of new things that immediately stand out, like right here, our Outstanding Pilot. Each month, a Pilot member, nominated by his or her peers, will be featured here on the website or in the Pilot log. If you would like to nominate someone for this honor, information can be found in the Pilot log. And as you'll see here, you can submit your nomination right here on the website via this interactive form. In the last video, we discussed the About Us, seen here, sub-navigation that housed most of the items found on the main home page. The I'm a Pilot sub-navigation is home to all of the items found on the I'm a Pilot interior homepage. You will always be able to navigate back to the I'm a Pilot homepage either by clicking on I'm a Pilot, seen here, at the bottom of the I'm a Pilot sub-navigation screen, or, as we've noted earlier, up here in the upper navigation bar. Just click I'm a Pilot and you'll find yourself back at home. So let's keep looking at the I'm a Pilot homepage. Another new feature is this list of top members' resources. Most resources that are not specific to a particular cause or campaign, like Brainminders or Pick-Me-Ups, or are not publications like the Pilot log or the Anchor or the news from PIHQ, are categorized as member resources. The other types of resources are housed in their own section, as we discussed in the previous video. But you can see examples of member resources right here in this list. It is useful to note here also that these member resources, listed here in the top member resources list on the I'm a Pilot page, are specifically for Pilot clubs. Anchor clubs have their own resources and their own resources list on the I'm an Anchor interior homepage for anchors. We will discuss those in a future video, but for now, let's explore this top members resources list for pilots. This top member resources list provides an easy way to find the documents that are the most relevant to clubs and club members at any given time. As resources are updated or changed, or as new member resources are made available, this top 10 list will change as well. All of our various resources are available on the appropriate resources pages throughout the site. This list just provides quick access to those member resources that are the most new or the most relevant at any given time. If you are looking for a specific member resource that's not listed here in the top 10 list, chances are it's housed over here in one of the categories listed under the I'm a Pilot sub-navigation. Quickly let me draw your attention to the fact that several of these categories can be accessed in different ways, even here from the I'm a Pilot homepage, specifically Club Central and District Central. You'll see them down here as well. You will recognize these categories from the previous Pilot International website. Their names and their functions have not changed. These sections have been built, though, so that over time they can grow and expand as necessary. But just as before, This is where you will look to find resources pertaining to club or district governance and maintenance. Right now we're taking a look at the Club Central resources page. As new resources are added or as they are changed, you'll be able to find them easily here, even if you aren't able to find them from the top members resources list on the I'm a Pilot homepage. District Central, this is also where you'll find your district resources. And we have tried to make these as easily accessible as possible. All you have to do is click on the image of the particular document that you're looking to find, and it will automatically download for you. And we will be adding new documents and updating them as needed. So when you're looking for them, and if you are unable to find one of your district or club member resources from that top 10 list on the I'm a Pilot homepage, chances are you'll be able to find it here. As you can see, you could also access Club Central or District Central from down here at the bottom of the I'm a Pilot homepage. Immediately you'll see that the new I'm a Pilot category has been added to Club Central. New marketing materials with the I'm a Pilot logo, seen here at this button on the bottom right of the screen, are being created and will be made available for pilots and pilot clubs to download specifically easily from their website. These exciting new marketing materials are currently in production, and they will be available very soon. As many of you know, these materials are being created and inspired by you, our pilot members. We are continuing to actively seek submissions for the I'm a Pilot campaign. And just as before with the Outstanding Pilot nomination form, you can submit your stories right here on the I'm a Pilot page, just like you could for that. All you would need to do is upload your submission right here on this page. You can find your way to the new I'm a Pilot materials pages either through the links under Club Central or through the direct button link at the bottom of the I'm a Pilot homepage. We've tried to make all materials as easy to find as possible and provide a number of avenues to reach them, depending upon what's most comfortable or most intuitive for you, our members. Right here in the middle, you'll see a direct link to the Our Causes homepage that we discussed in the previous video. If you come to the website looking for resources for Brainminders or Pick-Me-Ups or any of our additional causes and campaigns, this is where you would want to go. You want to go directly to the Our Causes pages, and you'll be able to find them there. You'll also see that we have some news and events here. As time goes by, we will start to populate this information with news sent to us through the website. Anytime you come on the website, you can log in and submit your news. This will come directly to the communications department. The news that you submit, you could submit it for the pilot log, for the news from PIHQ, or it might be featured here on the website. It is our intention that the news will be updated at least once every other week with new stories. So whenever you come to the I'm a Pilot homepage, look for the latest news from clubs. It might even be news from your club. Right here, you'll see that we have built in a new pilot. I'm a new pilot page. This is currently under construction and will be available soon for materials specifically for new members. Also, if you come to the website looking for information about pilot governance, specifically the policies or the bylaws, they can be accessed directly from the governance page. Click on either of these images and those materials will be made available to you. Also here, you can come to the I'm a Pilot page to access everything about the Founders Fund that we looked at previously on the About Us page. This is the only category that is completely duplicated between both of these pages. If you go to About Us, as we discussed in the previous video, or if you come to I'm a Pilot, you will be able to access all of the information about the Pilot International Founders Fund. So if we click here, you will see pages that are familiar to you if you watched the previous video. This is all of the information that talks about the Founders Fund, our grants and scholarships, And also through this page and through this navigation, you'll be able to find all of your Founders Fund documents, information about the grants program, the scholarship program, the Yellow Rose Project, and also one thing we do need to note is that now anything pertaining to Founders Day is on its own page. Previously, the Founders Day information was presented as part of the Founders Fund documents. It now has its own page, and all of the Founders Fund documents can be found there. And again, this is the same information that is available under the About Us navigation screen. It is duplicated here under I'm a Pilot for easy access. Now let's look at a few more new features. Right here you'll see the Pilot International Coordinators Corner. If you click on this link, it will bring you to the home page of a completely new section for the Pilot website. This year, our Pilot International Coordinators, our Anchor Coordinator, our Fundraising Coordinator, our Leadership Coordinator, our Membership Coordinator, and our Projects Coordinator will be submitting articles highlighting news and events from various clubs pertaining to their particular area of expertise on a monthly basis. So when you come to the Coordinators Corner, every month by the 15th of the month there will be an updated post from that particular coordinator talking about something special that clubs are doing in that aspect. So come and visit often. Each coordinator has his or her own page, and we are very excited about this new feature. Back here on the I'm a Pilot page, you'll also be able to access the Pilot International Training. Previously, all of the training materials that were developed for convention were housed under the Convention tab, but because we want to make this information much more accessible to pilots, and because we did have a tremendous amount of training material that had been developed, it now has its own section of the website. You will see here there are a number of training resources available in all sorts of different categories. You can come here to learn more about our ABCs initiatives, our youth initiatives, all of the communications initiatives that we've taken steps to perform, information about district and club officer workshops, responsibilities, information about that. All of these things can now be found here under the training section, and as new training materials are developed or updated, this section will continue to change. This will always be here and will continually be updated. In our ongoing effort to make sure that things are easily accessible to our pilots from various aspects of the site, you will also notice that there are these buttons here to the left. Pilot International Training is one of these. You'll see these buttons show up on various pages throughout the website. They exist specifically to make it easier to find things from different areas of the sites. These will show up like Pilot International Training, although it is housed under I'm a Pilot. Wherever this particular set of buttons is coded, and these will continue to change as the site grows and evolves. We can add more of these, we can take them away, but whichever ones are most relevant at that time, you'll be able to access them from various parts of the site. So this button right here would take you back to the Pilot International Training page that we were just on. Some of these other buttons will take you to items that are not housed under any particular navigation screen, but we want to make sure that clubs have easy access to them. Note here the Pilot International Principles. This is something that would be interesting both for Pilot members and visitors to our site. This button will take you to information about our Code of Ethics and also our mission statement. These buttons are accessible both under the About Us screen, the I'm a Pilot screen, and other screens as well. So interested parties can always have easy access to that, along with other useful information, like right here. If we clicked on this button, it would actually take you to our 2012-2013 State of the Organization video on YouTube. This button right here is something completely new. This link here for report service hours has been added, and these links will take you to interactive documents that you and your clubs can use to track service hours as necessary. But if we go back to the I'm a Pilot screen, there are just a couple more things that we want to highlight in this video. Any information pertaining to convention will also be housed under here, under the Pilot navigation screen, under the I'm a Pilot navigation screen. We still have information listed from our previous 2013 International Conference in New Orleans. If you would like to look there and take a look at the program and some of the information that we had available at that conference, it is still here, including the evaluation forms. And if you're interested in any of the photographs from 2013 convention, you can access them from this screen as well. But also, we're all looking forward to 2014 Pilot International Convention in Chicago. And as more information becomes available about the 2014 convention, we'll start to populate this part of the site. So stay tuned for that. Lastly, I want to highlight one more thing. Down here at the bottom right, another button that I would like for everyone to take a look at. We now have new Pilot International Awards that will be given out for the first time at 2014 convention, and to apply for these particular new awards, you will come to the website and click on any one of these particular buttons here. Not only do we have nice descriptions of these new awards, when you click on one of these icons, it will take you to an interactive online form where you or your clubs can nominate individuals for these awards depending upon their service. So we're very excited about these, and we hope that we will be hearing from many of you about these fantastic awards. So thank you for joining me on this tour of the I'm a Pilot interior homepage. I hope that it's answered any questions that you might have had about how to find information on the new website. And thank you again for watching. Happy surfing!